So yeah, like I
Let's,
said, we're going to be checking out some current events.
yeah, we're going to be discussing current events. I heard that the rumored PS5 price increase will officially confirmed for most countries.
That it
Inflation
is.
you just watched it happen.
That it is. I think you're right, Mike, and a lot of people are upset about it. We're going to read from this Forbes article, and then we can discuss.
Sure.
So the price changes. So the price changes are effective immediately in most key markets. They apply to the UK, Canada, Europe, Japan, China, Australia, and Mexico. I totally was about to biff Australia, and then I just rolled with it. Anyway.
You know who's probably actually happy to hear about this, though?
Who's that?
Scalpers.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough. That's a good point there, Sloobs. So,
I mean, I would have thought that scalping had died out in like the 1800s.
Supposedly it's still going on with the councils.
I
Yeah.
mean, sure, but I mean, cutting somebody's scalp off just does not sound like a fun experience for anybody.
well, luckily for us, if you even wanted to buy a PlayStation, there's no price increase for the United States.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's-
it's just only in the countries that I listed there.
That's kind of the opposite of what I would have expected.
Yeah, a little bit weird.
Aren't they already more expensive in those locations though because of the euro being weaker than the dollar and stuff?
I don't.
I think, I mean, well, by default, yes, I would think so,
'Cause-
but
like in the UK when they go to buy a PlayStation game, like we pay $60, but for them it's like almost $80 because they're still paying $60 US rather than because it's 60 euros there and ends up being like $70 or $80.
I am complete idiocy when it comes to exchange rates and how they work.
Yeah.
Although, I don't think it works in the same way that it works in that movie Euro Trip, where they give a person a nickel and he punches his boss and says, "I'm going to start my own hotel."
That was pretty funny though.
I mean, that whole movie was hilarious. Some of the jokes really don't stand the test of time, but on the same token, it was one of the better movies of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Folks in the UK will have to pay an extra 6% or so for a PlayStation 5. In Europe, the price increase is around 10%. Meanwhile, in Japan, where the increase will be effective as of September 15th, the PS price is going up by a whopping 21%. Price increase is more modest in Canada, where both versions of the console are $20 more expensive.
Well,
I'm glad they tacked the words more expensive on there, because if the price of a console in Canada was $20, holy shit.
yeah, people just be like buying them out of Canada, like left and right.
Canada gets all the good stuff, health insurance or healthcare.
Well, they also have bears and those geese. So,
the Canadian goose. I mean,
yes.
can't
Or
all be
the
sunshine.
bastard pigeon, as they're called in America.
So while this price increase is a necessity, and this is a quote here from Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan himself, while this price increase is a necessity given the current global economic environment and its impact on Sony Interactive Entertainment's business, our top priority continues to be improving the PS5 supply situation so that as many players as possible can experience everything that PS5 offers and what's still to come. So, yeah, what do we think? Do you think it's kind of not great? Like, what are your thoughts?
I think that the PlayStation is the iPad of console games.
All right. Why is that?
Overpriced, has less to it, a lot more stringent. Just take Skyrim, for instance. If you have it on the PlayStation version, there's basically no mod you can get, except for Creation Club, which is included. Whereas with Xbox, you have access to just about any mod you could possibly want, as long as it was coded for the Xbox.
I still think the PlayStation looks like it was inspired by a Yu-Gi-Oh character, but
Kinda, yeah.
So I think that Sony has been kind of turning more anti-consumer in the past few years. They've been really kind of not helping out, the customer in any way, and they've been kind of taking advantage of their, market. I guess they have a large share of the market, so they've been taking a little bit too much of an advantage of that. But anyway,
Well, as long as they keep churning out the God of War franchise, the consumer stores will keep lapping up like kittens to a bowl of cream.
Yeah, I mean, that actually looks like a pretty cool game. Animations look really good.
I mean, animations are cool, but is it a good game? Who knows?
I mean, animations make the game, right?
Not at all. Not at all. It could be buggier than Skyrim was on release.
I'm just trying to picture the polar opposite of that, where like it's a really good game, but the animations are just fucking terrible.
So the original Super Mario Brothers.
Huh?
I mean,
the animations in that are pretty terrible, but the gameplay is pretty good.
I mean, by those days' standards, though, that was just about the only animation you had. So.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but still. I'm not wrong.